Hank, what's up?
You know what looks like a really good show?
I don't know, Lethal Weapon Season 2?
No, I was thinking of Gifted on Fox.
Oh, Gifted on Fox!
Yeah, Gifted. It's a show about mutants. You know, like X-Men?
Oh, it's an X-Men show called Gifted on Fox?
Yeah, that's right. From the X-Men universe, from the mind of Bryan Singer.
Oh, Bryan Singer? Didn't he do most of the other good X-Men movies?
Right. He did all those, and now he's doing this series. It's called Gifted on Fox.
Ah. So, it takes place in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, and it has characters you love like Polaris and Blink. Come, walk with me. Anyways, Jake, I just want to make sure everyone knows about this great new show because I just happen to think about it. I'm not quite sure why.
Oh man, who gifted you all of this free gifted merchandise? So one of the biggest books this week is the launch of the series of Generations one-shots. They're all going to be 2-for combos of popular characters. This first one is Bruce Banner and the Totally Awesome Hulk. If you're a fan of Hulk, you gotta check this out. It's written by fan favorite Greg Pak. He did a little thing called Planet Hulk. The art is great. This is a really cool book, and it'll prime you for the upcoming Hulk storylines.
I wonder if it'll be going back to Planet Hulk. Dun dun dun. Yeah, if you're sick of old gods, then you should read New Gods, the special. It's from your boy Jack Kirby, except this is new stuff, so it's not really from your boy Jack Kirby, but it brings a lot of the classic Kirby characters into the rebirthy world. And there is some old Kirby stuff in the back.
Another cool book we got this week is Galacticon #1. This is from Brandon Smalls, who is the man who brought you Home Movies and Metalocalypse. It's the comic book adaptation of his solo project.
One of my favorite comics in the last 10 years was Fables. Well, Bill Willingham, the writer of Fables, is back with a new book called Lark's Killer. So it's basically a new fantasy thing, but what's interesting is, although it has the same characters in every story, there's several different stories here done by different art teams, so it's like
An anthology.
Yeah.
So Brian Wood is really good at writing comics, and this week he sets his sight on a classic franchise that a lot of people love, Robotech. If you're into Robotech, or just robots in general, this is pretty good. It is certainly written on a higher level than the majority of your Robotech comics, although to be fair, those are mostly translated into English. But this book has some panache. It's definitely worth checking out.
At the shop, one of our favorite books is Copperhead, and the writer, Jay Faber, has a new book out from Image called Elsewhere. So it's kind of an interesting concept. It's Jane Eyre, and showing what happened after she went missing. She obviously went to an alien planet.
What? You mean Amelia Earhart?
Yeah, that's her name.
It's a very popular card game, and now it is out in comic book form. It is Dead of Winter from Oni. Dead of Winter is just a cool game with a cool story. The art is, let's go with unique, but this book definitely has a lot of character, and I'm not just talking about that adorable dog with the red cape.
Reborn is collected in a hardcover volume 1 from Image Comics. Reborn has so much going for it. It's Mark Millar, whose stuff I love, and this little artist named Greg Capullo, you may know from a whole lot of Batman recently.
Spawn.
and
Spawn.
And
Yep.
if you're stuck in the 90s, he's that guy that draws Spawn when McFarlane's not doing it, but he makes you think it's McFarlane.
And Grant Morrison was writing.
But more importantly, this has a really cool premise as well. It's essentially when you die, you wake up and your afterlife is you're in the middle of a sci-fi fantasy war fighting along all your ancestors that previously died. Great concept, great story. Up to this point, this is all of it. They did put a 1 that makes you think there may be a sequel at some point. If you didn't check this out, you need to. One of the bigger Image books of last year, I'd say, or well, this year so far. Check it.
Greg Capullo is an amazing artist, and he really stretches his legs here. You get a lot more than you got in Batman. This book is awesome.
All right, kids. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for an all newish episode that we may or may not be plugging Fox merchandise in. Please be our sponsor, Fox. Please be our sponsor. And in the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or our new blog, Gifted Gifted. It's a blog about really smart kids writing episodes of Gifted. See you next week.
Gifted on Fox. #Mutants Unite.